had the hockey world buzzing. It had social media just all over the place. I mean, everybody chiming in. His teammate, Max Jones, people just can't go flipping the puck over the net like that, T. Zegras.
He's even got a good Twitter handle.
How about this guy? A pretty good former Duck in his own right, Teemu Selanne. Wow.
Yeah, this is the guy that once shot his glove out of the air.
Right, exactly, right? And how about this? Nasher. Zegras, you filthy animal. That pretty much sums it up. I mean, that was just absolutely dirty, disgusting, however you want to describe it.
I've got a teenager. That sounds about right.
Yeah, exactly. But how about, I mean, even just think about trying this, Lots.
Right. Stop it right there for a second, though. Okay, back it up, back it up. Where is some pressure on Trevor Zegras?
There's 5 Sabres.
Now, nobody wants to force, right? He doesn't want to run out here. But when you are folding back the way that Buffalo is, and they're doing the right thing there, Johnny Granado knows how to organize his group. But the lack of pressure with some of these young, skilled players that are in the National Hockey League now will be the death of you.
Isn't that
coaches
how guys,
right now are
isn't
telling
that how guys were taught to defend, though? You don't chase behind the net.
Yes.
You kind of does that now change how we have to teach defensive hockey?
It does. In a perfect world, I think this was Jacob Bryson. Mm-hmm. In a perfect world, because there's nobody here that's really any danger. This is the only danger guy on the ice right here, Sonny Milano. So, yes, somehow you would love him to either. I really wouldn't want him to force here. I wish someone would have come from here.
He's probably got a pretty good chance of getting the puck to him right here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he does.
But
this is just way too much time and space. You're not going to see teams leaving players. It's not uncommon in the past to see everybody just back up and say, leave them.
Right.
The days of working plays behind the net, the way Wayne Gretzky did, they've kind of come and gone. Well, they might be coming back again. And if coaches want to stop it. So is this now Zegras'
office?
I never saw Wayne do that. He was the greatest player I ever saw play. So go ahead and roll it forward. So it's just a little flip. Zegras gets out of the way. Stop it. Run it back again for 1 second. So let's talk about Trevor Zegras first. Mm-hmm. So right there. Go ahead and run it and stop it when I say right there. Trevor Zegras is doing so great right now in the National Hockey League. He's not the biggest player, but he does not get hit or run. Okay? Patrick Kane, he's only been hit once, and he did get hurt.
Yeah.
But that was a blindside hit.
Just
to be fair to him. Yes, the guys that are this good, this effective, they do not get hit. Johnny Gaudreau. How many people see Johnny Gaudreau get run?
No.
He's been doing it all his life. Yeah. Trevor Zegras has that same type of ability. He flips this puck, and a lot of times a forward will try to come here, but you're going to get run pretty hard. You're going to have to go over this guy or through him. Zegras knows, I don't need to do that. This is part of the deception. I'm going to flip it, take off that way, and he'll come with me. Go ahead and roll it for a second and watch that. Look at him. He's not going to get hit. This guy doesn't get hit.
Not even in the frame anymore.
Back it up again. Everybody, there's a lot of people. Watch heads here. Go ahead and stop it and let it go.
3, 4,
Look
5.
at all the faces. Let it go for a second more. Stop it right there. It's like,
what's happening?
I don't know where he's looking.
Right.
I think he's looking down here at Zegras. Rasmus Dahlin is looking over here. There's so much deception going on. Even the goaltender, he's still looking forward. He maybe can pick that up peripheral vision-wise. You can see right here. Believe it or not, as hockey players, even when I played, we actually had tests where you'd stand in front of a board.
Really?
You'd have to hit lights with your hands.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They would give you
I know that's
score.
a goalie training thing nowadays.
Yes.
So.
Well, they've had that for a long time.
Interesting.
I doubt he could see that puck, though.
Yeah.
He's actually, believe it or not, too, he's actually trying to listen for clues.
Well, he's probably preparing for the Michigan, right? Like, get up and get his shoulders over.
Yes.
He's never seen the flip pass.
No, nobody has seen this before. It was so new that it blew everybody away. Yeah. But then watch Sonny Milano. He just does a great job. Go ahead and back it up again for a second.
Well, he has to wait so it's not a high stick, right?
Exactly. This puck is a high stick here. He has to let it drop. He has to have the presence of mind. Why someone's not getting a body on him is because everybody was puck watching this beautiful play that was going on. It does drop, and it's tough to tell, but it is below the goalpost.
Close.
And it's a good goal.
That would have been awful if that was a high stick and that unbelievable play.
No, you can see there. Stop it again right there. And right when he hits it,
Yeah.
we're kind of losing sight of it, but you can tell it's rated here at this level.
It was a good goal.
If you look at the top of the net, it's clearly under that. Clearly was a good goal. It was a great call.
The best part of this, though, roll it forward. Watch this. Zegras' reaction,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like, Milano should have been the guy like, oh, my God, what just happened? But Zegras' reaction was unbelievable. Hands on the face like, what did I just pull off? What did we just pull off?
Right. Right.
Here it is. This should give us a good look.
Yeah.
Watch Zegras to the corner.
So there goes Milano. This is so fun. Whenever you
Right
get a
there.
great...
He's like, what just happened?
He looks like
dude,
he's
you
shocked.
just did it.
Yeah, look at those eyes right there.
That's
This is a guy,
unbelievable.
not to mention he looks like he's 16 years old.
Yeah.
But that's not that uncommon in the NHL right now. But he looks like he's completely bewildered because even though it looks so easy, that's not normal.
And at game speed, too. Things happen so fast.
Yeah.
So to process it up here.
Yeah, one of the best plays I've ever seen in the game. And I'm so thankful and happy that in the National Hockey League, if I had tried that, I feel like someone would have broke my wrist when I was
Two-handed
skating by. It was just a different mentality.
Yeah.
That's welcomed now. And I remember people saying things. I used to pass behind my back a lot. People say, get rid of that. Just play normal.
Right.
And I'd be like, but, if a guy's coming at me and I can use my body to shield and make a pass to you that way. No, wasn't accepted. That's accepted. This is going to explode upward, not stay the same.
And if he doesn't pull that off, he's not getting benched. He's not getting demoted or anything like that. It's, hey, great creativity. Maybe we get him next time.
I guarantee you there was 100 players in the National Hockey League this morning trying that move. I mean, minimum.
NHL
100.
all the way down to mites.
And then just multiply that across the world. This is a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a goal.
It worked!
All we can do is laugh about that. Like, are you kidding? I don't know what was better. The goal, the reaction, the collective reaction of the hockey world, everyone still can't believe it. There's only one word for it. It's jaw-dropping. And that's why, Kevin, you can start us off for now. Jaw-dropping goals from the past. What do you got for us?
Jaw-dropping goals from the past. There's so many. I mean, this one ranks among the top, but I love the one with Ovi. When Ovi was on his back, he was doing yoga, he was doing Pilates, he was doing gymnastics. Watch this play. Are you kidding me? Who does that? Who does this? And it's against our man Bush, who was so good in Arizona when he had that NHL record shutout streak during his run there. But watch Ovi on his back, spinorama. Of course you're looking up at the scoreboard.
How did I do that?
Totally. Oh, my God.
A little bit of me roll. Let me go check this out up here.
100%. That was incredible.
That was I remember.
Awesome. Jammer, for you?
Well, for me, you have to go back a little bit further. It's Dougie Gilmour against, I think he was playing for the Toronto Maple Leafs in the playoffs against the Blues. Sorry, I live in St. Louis now, but this is an amazing goal. Fakes one way, fakes the other way, and Cujo's in the other corner, and he tucks it in. That's an amazing goal for me. There's so many great ones over the years, but
you can take the boy out of Toronto, but you can't take the Toronto.
That was nostalgic. That was nostalgic for us.
I just remember that camera. The camera's a disaster. Killer camera. They're going nuts. I got one. I was 10 years old. Wayne Gretzky, 1988 against the Calgary Flames. The reason I picked this is you think of Gretzky, you always think of the goals from behind the net. You think of all the passes. But this was Gretzky flying down the wing. That crazy slap shot. Game 2 in overtime. Like Gretzky's not a speedster. You see him grinding down there. And this shot, pretty good. Here's the angle I remember watching this, but this is the angle. Against Mike Vernon, you go, this is an unbelievable slap shot.
Totally. And by the way, Mike Vernon was literally in the right concession. He was so far. You know, they used come out and challenge. You got to challenge.
He was cleaning the face-off shot.
He totally was. It was like curling. He was like out there. Wait, like he came all the way out. How Gretzky found an angle there is beyond me. On Mike Vernon, who was an awesome goalie too, by the way. That shot was incredible with that Titan, that straight blade Titan, that 2-iron blade.
Just come out, challenge the shooter, take away the shot.
For sure.
How about I'm sure they want to go out there.
Exactly. And he goes bar down, far side. Crazy.
Some great goals.
Crazy.
A 2-0 lead. This is the goal that everyone is talking about. Of course, it will be one of the goal of the year candidates, if not already securing its spot as the goal of the year. Trevor Zegras behind the net. What some people are calling the Dishigan, by the way, passing it in front of the net, Michigan lacrosse style. And Sonny Milano there with the hand-eye coordination scoring. Okay, so By the way, both of those players were interviewed by Linda Cohn for the In the Crease podcast, which you can find right now wherever you get your podcasts. The first thing I thought of when I saw that goal, Mr. John Tortorella, was what does Coach Torts think of this goal? I really want to hear your opinion here.
Yeah, and it's tremendously skilled. For Sonny Milano, even to yell Michigan in the middle of a play in a game is skill. That's a skilled play. My position, though, is it good for the game? Like I hear Ray saying all the kids are doing it now, okay, in practice and stuff like that. I'm not so sure. And again, I'm not trying to be a fool here, but I'm just not so sure it's great for the game. If you did that back in the 2000, late 90s, 2000, you get your head taken off. It's cool, you know, it's cool to watch and all that, but I'm not so sure it's good for the game. And I stand by that.
50 million views is a lot to see it online.
Well, it's not even, it's the goal is amazing, right? I mean, you said the fact that they've actually said that, like I have, kids in that coach in high school that they want me to drop plays off the faceoff so they can try to score a goal like that, to score the Michigan goal. But for him to be a rookie, to actually try that in a game as a rookie, you would never even thought about doing something like that.
What would you have said if they were on your team and they did that?
Yeah, I'd have a talk with the people. I would after the game. And again, I'm not trying to be difficult about it. It's fun to watch. It's really cool, but I just think I think our game has gone so far away from what the game should be. A hard game, an honest game, and it's almost gotten too showman. I know you need to have it. You need to sell the game, but I'm just, I'm from the ilk of it's still a hard game to play, and a good, honest hockey game needs to be played. I think some of this stuff here, we get carried away.
But that's good for the game, though. The fact that it's been viewed that many times.
Yeah.
The fan that we're trying to attract.
Yes.
Is the casual fan.
But I think you're losing fans, too. I think you're losing other fans also when you're attracting others towards this stuff.
What would you have done if you were goaltender?
It would have been bad. Yeah, it would have been bad.
It would have been bad.
I would have pulled myself, I think.
Fair enough.
All right. Trevor Zegras. Let's have a look and maybe even a listen, because the word is Sonny Milano said, do the Michigan, and Trevor Zegras responded with the pass of all time. So we'll have a look at it. And Jennifer, you've kind of got a tie to a skilled play like this, so why don't you tell your story and your thoughts?
Well, my brother was at Michigan when Mike Legg did the sort of lacrosse-style goal, but I mean, look at this. I mean, beautiful execution of the play, and for them to communicate beforehand to make sure it happens, entertaining, and just the response from the players. Look at them, they're thrilled. But then we saw, a number of players afterwards. You're thinking about the NHL trying to grow the game. I mean, what an exciting play to do so and to draw in fans.
I loved it. And,
Yes.
I've had my eye on Zegras for a while, like a lot of people. He is a special talent, right? And so for the thing that really stands out to me, though, also is Milano having the patience not to get a little bit too excited and then clipping the puck when it's still a high stick. So he had the wherewithal to understand has to be below the crossbar.
I wouldn't have said this at the beginning of the season, but Trevor Zegras is must-see TV for me now.
Yeah,
I know I'm supposed to be watching the Canadian games tonight, but I'm watching Anaheim, Pittsburgh also because I want to see what he's up to. That guy for me, when Anaheim is playing, I'm watching him. I'm always making sure I have a screen on him. He's become that guy for me that I want to see what he's going to do every night.
He's worth the money to watch him in warm-up. And I've said this before, the things that he does with the puck on his stick and warm-up, I've never seen before. It's hard to describe, but he has a unique skill set for sure.
And you're mentioning about the skill level, right, in terms of how we want to continue to grow the game and to demonstrate that. Well, there are plenty of examples of others that are now trying this after seeing them execute this in the game. A number of athletes at different levels, university down to grassroots. Watch this one. Oh, I don't know if you have quite the patience on the high stick, but I love it. Great.
Sorry, kid, high sticking. Scrooge is here.
The great celebration afterwards, too. So I think that's what you want. Some great skill plays. These kids getting after
Love it, right?
I will say, in the day of the visor, it's safer for a stick to be in the air. Anything that encourages sticks in the air would have been a concern, especially years ago. Grapes always said Bobby Orr, and we'll see actually Tampa doing it, Jen, in practice today, too, before the game. Here it is. Killorn does it. And Vasilevsky's in on the joke, obviously. Anyway, Grapes used to have Bobby Orr, and Bobby would go around the what would be the right wing post, flip the puck over the net, and then get it himself. He would tap it out of the air on the far side of the net, but he would only do it in practice. He didn't want to offend in a game. So that's a little bit of John Tortorella's thinking. But you should know, go ahead, just let me say this about Bobby Orr is born on March the 20th. Trevor Zegras is born on March the 20th. So there is that.
There you go.
He's got a little something. Go ahead.
Just about Tortorella, like, I don't agree with his opinion on this issue. But sometimes I think we're a little too humorless in hockey, and if somebody gives a minority opinion, we just pile on them like crazy. I look at it as just one person's opinion. I disagree with it, but I don't think it deserves the pile-on it's getting.
Anybody on that? I think, John, he says a block shot impacts my bench, and someone else doing something flashy against my team will influence my bench. So John's always got that coach's hat. I know, Kelly. I'll grant you that. Okay.
I think Kelly and I were a big fan of the goal. So
yes.
I was too. It speaks for itself.
Here's one last. I was saying to you, do you think of any play that's even in the same arena? And I think of Erik Karlsson to Mike Hoffman. This was another alley-oop, a considerable distance alley-oop. It was a remarkable alley-oop. It was a remarkable reception, and it was a remarkable finish. So Hoffman's your Sonny Milano, and Karlsson's your Zegras in a sense. That's the only one I think.
That's one of the greatest goals ever scored. Right? I remember we were doing this game and we were all blown away by that pass, and not only the pass itself, how high it got, but then it came down perfectly flat for Hoffman.
Well, and the speed, it's also coming at him so quickly because of the distance that it traveled. So yeah, very impressive.